Good morning, everybody. My name's Samantha Lackey. I am the hearing provider here at Mountain Ear Hearing in Conover, North Carolina. Today we're going to be talking about parts of the hearing aid and what they do. So we're going to just basically start with, there's three major parts, and the main one is the body of the hearing aid. And I've got one right here. This is the body, this piece here, right here. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it up where you can see it. That's the body of the hearing aid. The next part we have is the microphones, which are, and if everybody can look, they're right here on the sides of a hearing aid, okay? These sometimes will get covered up with our skin sloughs, and sometimes they'll get clogged up with the hearing aids or with the skin that sloughs off. So those are to be cleaned usually daily. I tell my patients just to kind of look at them. The microphone actually picks up sound and it sends it, today's technology enables people to hear in different environments, and it actually the processors inside the body of the hearing aid actually help to process sophisticated sounds, making it easier for people to hear in different listening environments. The next part is the amplifier, which converts sound, and that's in the body. It converts sound into the electrical signal, and it is sent to the receiver, which the receiver is this little piece right here, the blue, that's the receiver. There's different powers of receivers. That receiver, it processes through the microphone and amplifies into our ear. We'll talk a little bit more about it in a moment. The third major part of a hearing aid is the battery. And as you can see on this one right here, actually, it doesn't open. That was a demo. So on this one right here, you can see there is a little lip. And if you pull that down, that's the battery door, okay? And that's where the battery is housed. And if you have, there's several different styles of battery. I've got some here for you to see. These are size 10. They come in a yellow pack. And then you have 312, which are brown, and then you have 13s. The most common are the 13s and the 312s. They are the most common. This one here is a 675, and it's one of our biggest ones. I don't know if you can see the thickness of it there, but it's largest. It fits in what we call a BTE, behind the ear. You notice the size difference in the bodies of these two hearing aids right here. This one on this side right here is a BTE. It's a lot stronger for someone with more severity, more of a profound hearing loss. And this one here is a little bit smaller in the size of it. So this one is for everyone else. And it really depends on what you have in your hearing loss. So also inside the body of the hearing aid, there could be a device called a Telecoil. And what that does is when a patient wears them, say to church, and the church has what we call a loop system, and they walk into the auditorium, the speaker's voice will be streamed directly to that patient's hearing aids automatically by the Telecoil device that's inside the housing of the computer of this. That's where the computer, the microprocessor, is housed inside this body of the hearing aid. So the next part that we're going to look at is this little push button. Let me turn it sideways. You can see the push button right here. Some of them have a rocker switch. Let me grab one of those. They have a rocker. You see it has two up and down. These switches they help the patient control their volume on their own, and that's the two different styles. But they can elevate the volume or they can lower the volume. They can also change between different programs that the hearing provider has installed into the computer part to help them hear better. And the next thing is the thin wire. And if you notice here, this is that receiver again. It has a thin wire that's in a plastic coating. And this piece here hooks into the hearing aid, like so, okay? And it snaps in there. And this thin wire runs to the speaker, which is in here, and then it transmits the power and signals to the speaker. And I'm gonna show you how that looks when it's setting on an ear here. This is how it goes into the ear and it sets behind the ear, just like so, and that's how that it works. And it transmits the sound up into here, sends it on through our hearing center in our ear, the cochlea, and it works just like it was meant to be, okay? So that's that part. The next thing that we have is the domes. There's all different styles of domes, and I'm gonna hold these up on the receiver so you can see them. This one here, hopefully that'll come into focus. This one here is called an open dome, and if you can see it, it has holes in it. That allows the sound to transfer naturally down inside the ear canal. Then we have a closed dome, and you see it's solid, and that piece fits down in your ears. There's all different sizes from 6 millimeter, actually 5 millimeter, on up to 12 millimeter. The next style we have is called a power dome, okay? And you see that's kind of like a little Christmas tree. And that's to keep all of the sound trapped down inside the ear canal to help someone with a profound hearing loss. Then we also have like a thin tube. That's what this is called. And these are not used as much any longer since we have these receivers that actually do better for us as providers to help patients hear better. And it's a whole lot smaller, you can see, than this going into your ear, okay, and more comfortable to wear. The next thing we have is ear domes, or ear molds rather. These are custom made to fit your ears, and the receiver goes straight in to this little hole right here, and then this piece is worn in your ear. They're color coded, blue for left and red for right, okay? The next style of ear mold is like this. It's got the receiver, the wire built into it, so that means the receiver's down here inside this, encased in here, and it's color to match our skin, so it's less noticeable. And that's just the major parts of a hearing aid that helps it function and help us to hear better. Does anyone have any questions out there? If you do, type them in and I can see them scroll across the bottom. If not, if you would, please share this with your friends and family that would like to know a little bit more about the parts of the hearing aid and how they work. Please share it with them. Also, if you feel that you need to have your hearing checked, it's good to get a baseline and make sure that everything's going good. And or if you have a family member that needs to get their hearing checked, we offer free hearing evals here at Mountain Ear. Just give us a call at 828-469-6068. And also, if you look down below on our Facebook page, you can actually make an online appointment and schedule that online at your convenience. So everybody have a great day. Stay dry. It's raining here in North Carolina. And I look forward to talking with you again next week. Thank you.